Arlington, welcome everybody to the X-Fan Show. It's an afternoon edition. Arlington, we haven't done an afternoon edition in a while, have we? Or is this rush hour?
It's definitely a special edition of the show today.
Right, or is this rush hour? Is it more rush hour? Arlington?
It's rush hour, man.
Right, listen. We need to forget everything we know about minor league football. Because in Fort Worth, the fans aren't just going to be in the stands. They're also going to be in the front office. Arlington, today we are breaking down a Texas legend, a team that is coming back to the Continental Football League, the Fort Worth Braves.
Congratulations to that.
Congratulations. And we are talking to the managing partner and team owner, Mr. Justin Golson. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for joining us. We know you're a busy man, and just here at the X-Fan Show, we just like to make ourselves available to you guys because that's what it's about.
Thank you for having me.
No. Oh, I think Justin's getting a phone call. Always. It's everything is always, you got to love it, right?
It's spontaneous. You know how about the X-Man Show, how we are, man.
It is. You never know, right? All right, let's do this. We're moving. We'll wait till he comes back in. Okay.
Well, yeah, man. Let's talk about it a little bit before.
Right. Arlington, the Fort Worth Braves were an original team of the Continental Football League. Right. And now they're back. Justin is bringing them back into this league. And Arlington, now we have all 8 teams.
Correct. We do.
All 8 teams are there. There's no more if and buts about it. All 8 teams are there. All 8 teams are getting their stadiums finalized. And this league is going. There he is. All right, he's back. We'll bring him back in. All right, Justin.
Hey, thank you for having me. I apologize. As soon as I get out here, the phone goes crazy. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, it's live. You never know what's going to happen on this. I mean, so that's what it's about. Now, Justin, while you were taking your phone call, we were talking about how this is an original team of the Continental Football League. So let's start there.
Yes, sir.
Why the Fort Worth Braves?
Well, why not, right? But Fort Worth Braves, original team in the Continental Football League. I thought, coming into that market, that was the best brand to go with, was that original brand of the league.
See, I think that's a great idea. And you're going to, like we were just talking about, people have been talking about, there's been a lot of chatter with this league. Oh, is the league going to kick off? Is the league going to do this, right? You guys are all starting to finalize your stadium. So is there any update? Are we getting close? Are we a week out, 2 weeks out before we know where you guys play?
Did you guys see the update yesterday?
I saw the one about Coach Duck, which we're going to get to.
Absolutely. So, a couple weeks ago, they asked both of those questions. They asked, do you guys have a coaching staff in place? Do you guys have a stadium in place? And I said, just wait, just pump the brakes. Just enjoy the show. It's going to be a show. There's going to be fireworks that the stadium allows. And, everybody's going to have a good time. Just enjoy the show. It's all going to be there for you. Right now, I don't have an update.
Okay, there you go. But you do have one update, Arlington. We're all about fan stuff, right, Arlington?
That's why we're the X-Fan Show. Yeah, of course.
Right. But Justin hired somebody. His name is, I just had it here and I'm looking. It's DJ.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, DJ what?
DJ Lee. DJ Lee.
There you go. DJ Lee is hired.
Is he familiar with him?
No, I'm not, but we love when you bring anybody in like that to enhance your game day. So why is that so important to have somebody as the director of your game day operations with this league?
So DJ Lee, he's an entertainer. I came across him on TikTok. So you always know if you can catch somebody's eye for a substantial amount of time on the phone or some type of device, that you can entertain pretty well. So I came across him on TikTok, And then I got to scrolling and it said Dallas. So I said, let me hit this guy up. And he was available for a call. And we got to talking, and he's been on cruise lines. He's won an award, he said, the last 2 years as the best entertainer in the area. And I just said, you're my guy. I want you to coordinate the whole show. So he agreed, and he's already hit the ground running. And he's local in Fort Worth.
See,
fantastic.
That's what I love. All right, Arlington, you go. I know you got a question, so go. I'll let you go next.
It's funny that you bringing me to that. Dallas, Fort Worth. I know it's a big market. It's big for football, of course. What are your plans to incorporate the Dallas and Fort Worth fan base into believing in the Braves?
Consistency. Keep it local, keep it community based, and just be consistent. You're hard to miss when you're consistent. So when you're riding down the road and you see us on a billboard, or you're walking down the road and you see a flyer in a coffee shop, it's Brave country, So the plan is just to be active and consistent in the community.
What is your first order of business as now that you're a part of the Continental Football League? What is your first order of business of getting into the community? What is because of course you want the fans to come out. So it's like, what you have planned, or what are you going to do within the next few weeks or so to get these people on board?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean on my team, the team that we're building around us. I'm gonna lean on the marketing staff for that. We got a couple interns out of OU that are from Fort Worth. We have a couple of people within the Fort Worth community that are, have very strong local partnerships, and we're just gonna lean on the team and lean on the community, and then come game day, the community is gonna lean on us.
Now, Justin, you might be the first. We've interviewed Steve Kaiser, we've interviewed Manny, we've interviewed Quincy, we've interviewed Josh. We're going to be having How Mummy on. But you're the first team that I've heard where they said they've had interns, that hired interns. Why is that so important to bring these interns on to help you? Because this is a startup. Let's not get it twisted. This is a startup. So why is that so important?
I don't think that we're the only team with interns, right? But these guys were just these guys were from Fort Worth, from my understanding, born and raised, and they just wanted to help out. They just want to help out.
Well, I'm saying, I know that the other teams might, but you're the first one that's actually talked about interns and stuff like that.
I just want to give credit where it's due. I mean, they're behind the scenes making it work. I'm just kind of, if they're watching this or they come across this, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, Dub got my back. So we're all in this together. I said I'm leaning on my team, so I was kind of just giving an insight of who was the part of that team, not just blowing smoke.
Right. But you speak of that team. Me and Arlington know that you guys have weekly owners meetings.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you? Because I do want to get into your semi-pro days, because you ran a very successful semi-pro team with the Tennessee Hornets.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel as an owner of this league and of this team and in this league now, to know that the ownership, even from the top, where the Ohio Valleymen, because let's not get it twisted, they're at the top because they played 1 year pro, and then everything got shifted and shut down for them, right?
Right.
But
the
know that
favorites in the north,
the favorites in the north, you're right. But to know that they're passing all of that information down to you guys as your guys are creating this, like, what does that mean to you as an owner?
it just makes things so much easier. I could imagine if you were coming into it and you didn't have that support system, it could probably get pretty rough. And I bet it was pretty rough for Manny last year, but Manny made it work. And Ohio Valley, that's a stand-up group. So you always want to model yourself after a first class organization. So when they, not even just in the football world, anytime somebody gives game, you just want to sit back and you want to listen, you want to soak it up like a sponge, and then you want to apply it, right? So that's what that process is like. You just soak it up like a sponge, and when you see it successful over there, and you know it's going to be replicated but tailored to the community, that's how you know it's going to work.
I love that answer. All right, Arlington, go ahead.
All right, so like beyond just the game day operations and stuff, what do you like? What is your big plan for the game day experience? What do you want that to be when these Braves fans come in and see the Fort Worth Braves in action?
You ever been at an after hour spot, and you got that one guy, one lady, where you're like, all right, you got to go home now. The party's over. It's gonna be one of them type of shows, like, hey, we'll catch you next week, but you got to go home. But it's one of them type of shows.
I love that. That's good. So let's get to your Tennessee Hornets. You had the successful program with the Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're making that leap to the professional ranks, so to say. I mean, you've said in an interview with Michael Lathrop that this is more like the single A of football. We're that tier there where we're going to be helping guys get to that next level. What things have you learned in your semi-pro career that you are now going to implement that worked there and didn't work? What is it that you're going to implement in your pro style team now? Like all the trials and errors that you had.
You want the long list or the short list?
Hey, bro, this is all about you, man. This is your time to shine about who you are and what your team is going to be.
Right. So,
what about the important things? The important things first.
There you go.
So, believe it or not, it probably doesn't go all the way across the board because you have some real, at that level, you have some real janky owners, right? But for the ones who are doing it right, and there's a number of guys in this day, some ladies who are doing it right, like Tarpon Springs, I think their GM is a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they probably have one of the best programs. To be honest, it's not that much different. So you're just dealing with better players, more professional coaches. You have a real fan base behind you. But as far as the decisions, they're kind of pretty much the same. But you go ahead. Let's keep going down that road. But that's my beginning answer to that, right?
Okay. No, I mean I love that. Because now where before when you're doing the Hornets, you weren't paying those. That you based that as you've said in some other interviews and as I've done the research on you, you said that was opportunity, right?
No, the Hornets. So to be clear, the Hornets is still around.
No, they are. You're right. They are.
So as far as the Hornets provide housing for game days and practices.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, I've been doing that for years.
Did not know that.
Provide housing for game days and practices, right? One of the things I've learned going to fat boys don't show up unless you're paying them. So we got stipends for O-line, stipends for QB1. All right. So coaches get paid. Like Coach Quinn, he's going to help me. So the Hornets are going to go with an international showcase model after they play the Turos. Coach Quinn, he was a 4-year starter at Kentucky. He's going to be running the D coordinator with the Hornets against the Turos. But he's also going to be the international player pathway coach. So he's most recently been in China. He's been in 19 countries, I want to say. He's very well traveled. He's going to help me over there. That's not, yeah, it's very much of a opportunity-based model, just as much as this is. It's all about opportunity when you're dealing with me. Um, you know, I don't mind being the stepping stone, and I'm a pretty good stepping stone. So if you want to step, come on, let's do it. you know, for real.
So, I mean, you're quite the sports entrepreneur then, having the Hornets. The team is still going to operate, just at a different level, but now you're taking it to like a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
So, how do you take what you've already learned and put that into the Braves?
So I take what I know, and then I get the cosign from the league. You have the league logo. You have the league backing you. So it's just fuel to the fire. I'm either the kerosene, or they're the lighter, or it's just gonna be a big party. I can't really tell you what I'm gonna apply. I mean, I think all the optics. We're gonna do all the right things. You see the coach we hired, and the players that follow. Let's talk a couple players. Davon Robinson out of Rutgers. All right. Josh Delgado out of Oregon. Devlin Isidore out of North Texas. They're locked up. All right. So big guys coming through the door already.
See, this is what I like about this league is you guys are already starting to make noise. And Arlington, I know you got something because I can see it on your face. So go.
You always got that assumption about me, man. Go ahead, speak your mind. What you been saying, dude?
So you're speaking of the infrastructure, or you're speaking of everything that's going on, right, with this league. And you were the last team to announce.
Mm-hmm.
And from the way I'm perceiving it, Arlington, you tell me if I'm wrong. Justin, you tell me if I'm wrong. You don't even care that you're behind the 8 ball from where other teams are.
Why am I behind the 8 ball? Because I was announced last.
See, that's all. I mean, that's how people would say it. That's how I would say it. So for you, being the mind that you are, and knowing what to do, like, are you even nervous that May is just around the corner?
Hey, me and Duck, would you think it would be a good idea if we have a good time on Cinco de Mayo? Huh?
I think you guys are gonna have a good time. See, that's what I love. Is like
I'm just saying. No, I'm not flustered at all. I grab the puzzle pieces. Doug puts the puzzle together, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be really good.
See, I love it. I just love your I'm not worried about it. I know I'm going to get it done. I've done it before. I could do it again. That's what I love about you.
Yeah. I guess that's where I'm at.
I guess the question that is on everybody's mind, those that are following the Continental Football League, why did you say yes to the Continental Football League? Why was that a thing where it's like, I'm ready to take this leap over into a fledgling league and saying, this is where I want to be for my future? Why the Continental Football League?
I didn't have to say yes. I called Manny to join, but
you wanted to join it. I got you.
Yeah, so I guess I guess let's talk that way. I basically came in the same way we're asking fans to buy into our organizations, right? So literally this is the exact way it happened. Last year with the league, the Hornets played Ohio Valley Ironmen.
Mm-hmm.
We showed up a little short-handed. We got done in pretty bad, right? I wanted to come back. Manny said, I'm wrapping it up for the year. However, I have something I think you might be interested in. Now, I'm not going to bring up that league, but for some people, myself included, that was a very tough time. It put a damper in a lot of plans. So I was very hesitant to push forward with anything there for a while. But when I looked up, I think it was probably about January. I seen the interview with him and Mike Kelly did, and they explained the whole landscape. They mentioned the continental shift, and just as the consumer, I was like, wow, this guy's got it figured out. And I said, I gotta get, knowing, just being around, I said, he's got it figured out. I have to get in now, or it's gonna be one of those things I was wishing I could have got in 5 years ago, like Bitcoin, right? This is Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
So I wanted in. I was a lock from day one, just being honest. I could still tell you where I was. I was watching on this TV right here. That's where I was. I was watching on that TV right there. It was him and Mike Kelly. I heard Mike Kelly's background, and I said, wow. I was this close. Like, you played the Iron. I just thought he was just another owner. I've met a lot of successful owners, just because your team's well off and well put together, it doesn't necessarily mean you're capable of putting something bigger together, right? Mm-hmm. Like me, I couldn't run a league, right? I can run a team really well, but I don't have aspirations to run a league. So another owner wants to have his hand. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I was hesitant.
So so that's what we was gonna go at, was the hesitance, and because you were saying that you were in, but because you heard the conversations between Mike and Manny, that wanted you to say, hey, I'm gonna find a way to get a part of this league. So you wanted to be a part of the Continental Football League way before, it got to where it is now, and then you becoming the 8th franchise from this group. And I think it's a wonderful thing, but like you said, there was some hesitance. You were not quite sure if this league was going to be considered legit because of something that you dealt with probably in the past.
The hesitancy was, to paint the picture, I played Manny last July.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He offered me a seat at the table last August, right? So mm-hmm. I didn't pay attention to it again until December. He basically hasn't taken a day off since then.
No.
Right? So, but I wasn't in tune until December. So I wasn't, at least that offer probably had long passed from August to December, right? He wasn't mm-hmm. thinking, I wasn't on his radar. He thought I'd probably just, right? So as I'm watching on the TV, I'm not thinking like, oh, I can still call him and I'm just at the, right? No, I had to kind of just, hey, I have a plan in place. I think, I can make this work. I can be a good team in the league. And we had about 4 meetings, and, we pinpointed a location, and it was kind of put in place before we obviously broke it out, right?
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that have to go into building a team. That's what people at home should know, is like, at this level, you can't just, even just the branding and the social media, that stuff takes time. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to do that for something they don't believe in. Even the small things. Even this right here, 25 minutes, fellas, we're never getting back, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Who's doing that for no reason? So just find peace in that,
I love that. I love that attitude. Appreciate everything that is happening to you in that moment. So you talk about Manny had talked to you after your guys' game. You were hesitant because of all that. Now you're like, you watched an interview, it made you buy in. So what are some of the pillars that you're going to lay? What are your 4 pillars that you're going to plant in Fort Worth to make sure people know that the Braves are here to stay and be a fixture within the next 5 to 10 years?
You got Duck.
There's one.
I'm just gonna keep going to Duck because that's the pillar right there. That's the big right. So
Right.
you got Duck, community, but really the youth. All right. We're gonna have a lot of kids camps. We're gonna have a lot of high level players who are willing to work with the youth, right? So we youth said 4. Hey, consistent ball players. We're gonna have some real ball players coming through the program, and I think by year 2 and year 3, there'll be some ball players who right now you'll be like, wow, how did he get that guy? That's that guy right there, right? So expect the unexpected. That you have that, the third, and then hey, championships. So if nothing else keeps it going, it's gonna be them rings.
All right, Arlington. We noticed one thing that he keeps doing. He keeps going to his guy Duck.
That's why I want to know who you got to talk about Duck and why he's important to what you're doing with the Fort Worth Braves, man. Because you keep mentioning them.
Hey, I was thinking all day, but I said no. He's just gonna be doing too much, and really he ain't got time anyways. But all day I've been thinking, damn, I just want Duck on this call with me, man. I just want to break it out. I want Duck with me everywhere I go, man. Duck's that guy, man. He's gonna win me a lot of ball games, man. He's gonna win me a lot of ball games, and that's how the fans are gonna feel. They're gonna be like, "Yo, Duck's that guy, man." They're like, Duck's our head coach. When you got that head coach,
yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, right? It probably is gonna be a bad look for me for a while, but I don't care. That's my team. I'm a Giants fan, right? So
right.
Tom Coughlin was my guy, man. Tom Coughlin was my guy. So Duck's my guy. As a fan, I was proud to have Tom Coughlin as my coach. As a fan, you should be proud to have Ruben Contreras, Coach Duck, as your head coach.
So here's the thing with Duck. Okay, his real name is Ruben. How do you say his last name? Because I don't want to mess it up. Contreras, right? He's coached at University of Texas. He's coached at the University of Oregon. I mean, this guy. What was that?
San Diego State.
San Diego State.
Gallows Negros.
Yep. It ain't like he is you don't have a slouch as a coach. You actually have a very good pedigree, high level coach. How did Justin meet Coach Duck? How did that story happen? Oh, we're not.
No. Hold on. No. This is actually, great question. Euro players out there, Euro players, coaches out there, Euro players. Shout out Euro players.
There you go.
Interesting.
Shout out Euro players.
I like that answer there. So with the Continental Football League, right? You keep talking about how you just talked about the Euro players. Now we have what's called the Continental Shift. You said that intrigued you, right? As being a guy who's been in the football world, we'll say American style football that we play here in the States. Now your fourth quarter, you're going to have somebody, I'm assuming it's going to be DJ Lee coming on. Lights will probably drop, and DJ Lee will probably say, Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the shift and give a little quick breakdown of what this shift is. That's just how I envision it. I don't know if that's really going to happen.
Right.
But
Giving them an idea, though. That's for sure.
why was it that the continental shift interests you so much?
When you say Arlington,
I said you just gave him an idea. That's for sure, man. Shoot, that's
right. I got a little taste of it myself. All right.
I mean, look, I would think that would be great. You think about it. You guys are at the fourth quarter. You get your in-game host, and they say,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, football like you've never experienced with American-style rules, we do the shift. And you break it down for them.
Mhm.
And boom. I mean, it's going to be something different. People are going to want to see that. And I think that's what's the most exciting about it. So for you, what is it that you want to see in the continental shift? And why was it so interesting to you?
Well, I can't wait to see the offenses who are trying to put it together, and then you got Duck's game plan that just shuts it all down. So we're gonna have that fourth quarter swing. Every fourth quarter, we're gonna have a swing. But to be honest, I'm just gonna be watching as from a fan. So I'm looking forward to the fast pace. I'm not coaching. I'm looking forward to the fast pace. I don't really know what to expect. It's gonna be new to me. But what drew me to it, I can answer that a lot better. Is like I didn't look at it from the fan point of view. I looked at it from the business point of view, and I was like, I was looking. I feel like this from talking to players who have. Look, 1 second. Let me get some water, and then I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. We're going to do this. So, Arlington, we might have to get Duck on the show, too. We might have to get Duck on the show. This is what I'm thinking.
definitely have to do that. And because there's another question I want to ask Justin when he returns.
Here he is. He's
And-
back.
I still have my train of thought. So,
You're good.
you have the players who want to go NFL, but the CFL doesn't really look for players who have been chasing the NFL because it's a different game, and vice versa. So now this is the perfect game for your film to basically the CFL teams can just watch the fourth quarter if that's what they want to do, and and vice versa, right? So you get your film. And you don't have to go. Some players do. They travel a far ways for a game's worth of film, just so they can showcase. And it's kind of unfortunate in a way. It's admirable and it's unfortunate at the same time what these players go through trying to make it.
Yeah, you're right. And this is what I love about this league is that you guys are giving players another opportunity to get themselves out there. Yeah. And then your league is willing to work with shows like ours, like Manny's show, the Syndicate show, the new show that's starting up, Michael Lathrop, where you guys are letting your players and coaches and owners as yourself come on shows like this to get your guys' name out there. So that's why this league is means a lot to us. The People's League is what we like to call it.
Yeah, for the people, the People's League. Owned by
So my question for you, Justin.
I'm gonna get a shirt owned by the fans. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you have the team, the Tennessee Hornets, and then you're about to be a part of the Fort Worth Braves ordeal. What made you believe in professional football, semi-pro or just professional, in the summertime? Because summertime is not really a true thing and I've been wanting to ask that to all the other owners as well. Why do you believe is that professional football can still be played in the summertime?
So it's like life. So ball is life for me, but it's like life. You can sit where you're at and you can be like, yo, nothing's shaking. Or you can be like, where I've been for the last 3 years, I've been playing year round, all four corners of the country. Ball's played year round, all four corners of the country. You just gotta go find it. So that's like where the calmness comes from, because you do have teams who are scrambling to figure it out, and during their first year kind of owning a team. And then like me, I already know what to do. I'm already in the mindset. So to answer your question, people are gonna be watching. It's ball. It's high level ball. Everybody loves some ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you like we can talk about it all day, and I got all day to talk about it. I love talking ball, but people want to see the ball, and it's gonna be there for them to see. So they're gonna be watching.
You said something and I never even thought of it. In Arlington, I don't think we ever have thought of it either. You just said ball is played all year round. It's on where you want to go to play ball. I mean, you're talking, you have arena ball, you have the CFL, you have the Japan leagues, the European leagues all over there. I never even thought about it, but you're right. It is played all year round.
All right, last year, we're gonna give flowers. We're gonna give flowers, right? Last year, LJ Payton out of Columbus, he played for me. Can't remember what school he came out of, but he played for me. He's been in the LNFA. He's been in Spain playing for the Gaja Mariners since like January. But his season's about to come to an end, right? Another player, Montario Hunt, I think it was like last week. He's in the IFL. Played with me last year. He's in the IFL. He's like first cuts in training camp for this Sunday for him. So like he's just now starting up. And then 3 months from now, 2.5 months, we're starting up. Right? So then what's 2.5 months after that? College.
Yep.
A month after that, NFL. So
CFL too.
Balls year round.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
I never really thought of that until you said that. Look, you were talking about the People's League right here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Ain't that a great shirt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
All right,
you gotta
Arlington,
get
go
the
ahead.
flag.
Do what was that?
I think he
Now
answered my
you gotta get
question.
the helmet.
You want this on a helmet? Ooh.
Yo, you ought to get a helmet and wear that while you're on the podcast. Get that logo in a decal on the side of a white helmet.
Or I could just
There
put
you
it
go.
right there.
One bar.
Right, the old school way. All right,
Right.
Justin, let's get you're joining the South Division. You're bringing. You're one of the. You could say you're a legacy team because you were from the original. The original Continental Football League with the Toros being one of the legacy teams and the original teams. You also have the Tall City Black Gold. You have the Texas Syndicate. Explain to people, because there's been people that said, well, there's 4 teams in Texas. Why is that? Kind of explain to people why there is 4 teams in Texas.
Musty, do you have an answer to that? Because I'm like, I wouldn't have an answer to that.
I would, because
I do, but it's like, I don't want to come off the wrong way. So I just say, all right, you got 4 teams in Texas, but Texas is so big. So it's literally the same exact, I want to say triangle, but what you say, diamond.
yes.
It's the same diamond as because like, okay, Austin and San Antonio, they're like this.
Right.
And then like from Ohio Valley in Michigan, that's like us from San Antonio to us, right? So then Indy is like kind of out the way, but still within the vicinity as Midland is. So it's really honestly the same exact thing. It's just those states up there, they're not as big. So your diamond is stretching across 4 states. Yeah,
correct.
Technically, the Ironman, they're in West Virginia, but dude, they're like right. If you don't know, then Ohio and PA is in a diamond. He's like right on top of Pittsburgh.
Right, yeah, they're right. It's like right there. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. It's like where he's playing at Wheeling is like standing on the 4 corners of the four corners that states. I mean, he could be in any one of those states in less than a few minutes. All right, Arlington, go, because I know you. Right, I know you had a question.
No, I don't, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Justin, look. So, just around the corner, the one thing that we love about this league is fans can actually own a piece of the team. You, a guy who has done it with the Hornets, now you're doing it with the Fort Worth Braves. It's the managing partner and all of that stuff, right? What does it mean to you as an owner to know that the fans can actually own a piece of this team and make it mean something for them? As an owner, what does that mean to you?
It's in good hands. It's in good hands.
See, I love it. I love it. Oh, here's the wife says, she says, hey, Justin, good luck with the big COFL season. She can't wait.
Thank you.
All right. So,
y'all
Justin,
you get live comments on here?
We do. That's why I just put it up. There ain't been none that's been worth a question. People just wanting to dog the league out or whatever, but I don't bother putting those up because those are just, in my opinion, idiots and ain't been paying attention to this league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about Duck. You got an offense. Duck has been around. He's played at some. I mean, the Oregon Ducks. Let's not get it twisted. That's a high-powered offense that the Oregon Ducks have had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys looking? We got 3 quarters of football that we need to worry about, but then we have this one anomaly outlier quarter that we got to worry about. Are you guys kind of like scheming on how you're going to do your drafting? Like, how is that looking, and what like input has Duck said on that input?
Duck was hired yesterday, and Duck is on a coaching tour right now. So, and we were on a call last night, but I'm respecting that tour he's on right now, and he's gonna, put everything together the way he's gonna put it together. But I want to point out that I have a strong pipeline throughout Canada, so.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I could field a team of Canadians and win in the fourth quarter if we wanted to, right? So the game has been good to us all, and it's going to continue to be great. We're just not worried. I don't want to speak for Duck. You'll have to bring Duck out here and ask him Duck questions, but I'll just be the guy who's co-signing for him all day and night.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, because when you went to go get your water, we were like, we got to get Duck on. Because I think what I find so interesting is that we're so used to watching American style football, and now this fourth quarter is going to happen. And you said earlier, I can't wait for the fourth quarter to watch what Duck does and to see what people can do. You know,
right? I can't wait for the first 3 quarters too to watch what Duck does. It's gonna
right.
It's the Duck show. Actually, I was on the phone. I have the greatest support base, right? So my boy that I'm actually gonna sign, Deion Sanders, he called me and he works construction, so I didn't even think he had seen the post. What's up, bro? He said, well, I guess it looked like it's the Dub and Duck show. So it's the Dub and Duck show coming to a city near you.
Oh, I love. You should trademark that. You should get that trademarked very soon. Very soon. All right. Listen, Justin, I know you're a busy guy, and I hope you've had fun with us, and I hope we can get you back, and I hope we can get Duck on. Because I do know I want to come down to a Braves game because that's a little closer than San Antonio and Midland and stuff like that. But here's the main question I want to ask you. And we ask it to everybody. We ask it to every owner. We ask it to every coach. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why should people pay attention to the Continental Football League?
So you get. It's a number of things I could say, but wouldn't it be cool if one day, when you're watching an NFL game at the, he said John Smith, Fort Worth Braves. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Right guard, John Smith, Fort Worth Braves. He didn't even go to college. We gave him a shot, and it worked out for all of us. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be. That would be absolutely amazing.
I hope this year
did
is
y'all
much
see
the
Duck's
same.
post yesterday? Xavier Worthy and Devondre Sweat. They commented on it.
No, about him getting the job?
Yo, they commented on the post.
Tell me you're not bringing in Montez Sweat.
No, not at all. These guys are in the league. They went
No,
to
these are Texas guys that are commenting on his post.
I'm just saying.
Catch that, dude. I did not catch that.
I'm just saying, if you get that guy,
I'm an idiot. That's why, man.
I'm like, oh my God, this is great.
These are people that have been coached by him, and they speaking high of it, and you just sitting there and just.
I got some pain. I went bowling and my shoulders hurting.
Shut up.
My shoulders hurting. All right, Justin, for everybody, tell everybody where they could follow all of your social media stuff and all of that, how they could get more information about the Fort Worth Braves. And I know that there's other teams doing a WeFunder. Is your WeFunder coming up? Is it getting close, or are we still working out the logistics of your WeFunder?
No. We're in the process of getting it set up. Yeah, ask that question one more time.
Like, where can people follow?
Oh yeah. Okay, so COFL Braves on IG and X, COFLBraves.com. We're Fort Worth Braves on Facebook, and I'm missing one, right?
I think that might be. You said
They
X.
said all of them.
I think I said all of them.
IG,
yeah.
Instagram,
IG too, right? Instagram.
Facebook. You got a TikTok?
No TikTok, but I was thinking like, yo, we should league wide. I'll bring that up in the next league meeting.
Do it.
That wasn't
TikTok?
thought of mine. That was a thought of mine. Like, why don't we have TikToks? That's kind of like short. That's kind of short in the process, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think I know the reason, but I'm not going to say the reason out loud.
What's that?
I said I think I have a reason, but I'm not going to say the reason out loud. I have to tell you that one day. They private.
Okay. But hey, in that same breath, where can I find this later on?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're live right now on X Fan Show on Facebook. And then here later, I'm going to have the clips, and then I'm going to replay this interview probably around 8 o'clock time tonight again.
Sounds good. So I'll be able to find it on Facebook. Okay, I see it.
There you go. I do want to apologize to you for having to come on this show and sit here and deal with us.
No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, no, listen, we are so much behind the Continental Football League, it's not even funny. Because we've always been a fan-driven show, and this is a fan-driven league. And that's why we're like, this could work, and we want it to work. So we want to try to give you guys all the exposure we can give you guys so you guys can get your name out there.
When do you want to sit down with Duck? You want to start making that happen now?
Do we want to set up the live interview now where we can get Duck and nail down the time?
I can't speak for him, but I know he's eager to work. I know he's willing to sit down as soon as he has time. He'll make time.
Well, you send me some dates and we'll make them work for Duck. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Just like we did with you.
That'll work.
So, all right, Justin, thank you so much for joining us today on this special edition. We do appreciate it. We cannot wait for the season to kick off. You never know. We might be there. I might be there in bells and whistles.
Yeah, hey, look, that's what it was. Now I remember. I had to tell you this, right?
Okay.
Both of y'all. You got to go home. You got to go home at the end of the night, all right?
It's a long drive. It's a long drive.
Look, you can stay for a long time and you can enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself. Probably have some of the best times you ever had. But I only rent the stadium for so long, and you gotta go home, brother. I'm sorry. All right.
Well, we'll go home after.
We'll get
go
you a
home
good
after the
hot dog,
stadium.
and we'll get you some good stadium food, and you'll hear some good music, and you'll enjoy the football game, and we'll have some cheerleaders, and national anthem. That's gonna be big as well. That's gonna be a staple of our organization. There's always gonna be a good national anthem.
There you go. And you know what? Because you've been so good, even though we were talking about your Continental football team, give your Tennessee Hornets where people could go follow that team at too. Also,
facts. Tennessee Hornets on IG, Tennessee Hornets on Facebook, and then on X. I don't use it much, but it's 1010 SEE Hornets because I had the Tennessee Hornets at first, but like sometimes when you don't use it, I guess, and then you get to use it kicks you off. So I couldn't use the name anymore. That's why. Yeah, but.
And where can people follow you at if they want to follow you in your journey as the owner of this team and stuff like that?
Check it's check the score, but it's check CHECKDAA score. Check the score.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to say to the fans about this league and why they should come support you?
Do what your gut tells you to do, but you can trust the Braves. Everything's for the tribe, so come be a part of the
You need to hashtag that one, baby, for the tribe.
I thought he did already.
Everything's for the tribe. It's all right. He's part of the tribe too. Y'all are both part of the tribe now. It's a real community driven team. So, don't hesitate to come. If you want to shoot pictures for the team, if you want to be a part of the media team or in any capacity and you think you can bring something to the team, whatever, if you want to hold the chains and get a hot dog and free admission, let's do it. If you want to inflate footballs just to wear the logo and you got good energy, let's do it. Right. So
I got energy. I got energy. That's for sure.
There you go. But you told me about some other things last night, so I don't think you want to do anything with me.
Hey,
my bad.
You're talking about no, Arlington. You know what he's talking about, Arlington. You know what he's talking about.
My bad. You're right. My bad.
No, do I know what he's talking about?
To be continued, right?
Yes, Arlington. You know what he's talking about. We already had this conversation, and then then he's talking about the other team that we helped support here in St. Louis.
Okay.
The Falcons.
Okay.
Right, and then something me and you had in the works that fell apart.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about.
I love messing with him, especially now. Because it's the end of the show.
Hey, y'all are a good 1-2 punch.
See, Justin, you actually get what this show is about, the giving each other trouble and all that, and I love that.
Yeah.
That's why it's been fun.
Yeah, most definitely. I want to do it again for sure.
Hey, listen,
look, y'all interview Duck, then I'll come back with a player and Duck. We'll do it like that.
Look, you got an open. We've told anybody in the COFL they have an open door policy.
Just send us a date.
X-Band show anytime they want to.
Yeah,
they just got to hit us up.
I actually got. They got to earn it though. That's the thing about it. Me and Duck were talking about that. They have to earn it. So I can't just throw you. I have a number of players who would be good to bring on the show, but they got to get in here and work. I've been very playful tonight, but it's time to work. Now the other side's coming out. It's time to work. We'll work first. We'll play later. So let me get a couple guys in here to sweat and get some wheels turning right. But we'll get you some content for sure. I've enjoyed myself. Thank you for having me on the show. We'll definitely do it again.
No, thank you for coming on the show. We do appreciate it, and we wish the Braves and the Continental Football all the best of luck. I just think it's going to be a fun league to watch and to be a part of.
Definitely.
All right. Anything else?
Best of luck to you, man, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We will see you, Justin. You have a great day. And thank you for
You
your
too.
time today. All right.
Have a good day.
Yep. Arlington,
So,
there you go.
It's funny that you do that, and we in the middle of Manny's show as he's live right now, and you decided to go live today against Manny.
Hey,
You didn't even notice, did you?
no, I did, but this was the only time Justin could do the show. And I said, do you want to do it record or you want to go live? He goes live. I'll go live. I said, okay. But hey, speaking of Manny's show, if you're watching our show right now, tune in at 7 o'clock. Because Arlington, it's going to be a different type of interview.
He's got two shows. He's got his live show tonight, and then he'll be with the ladies of Women Talking Football. And that ought to be a fun show too. So make sure you tune in at 7 o'clock right on their page at Women Talking Football.
It will definitely be an interesting interview. It's always great to hear Manny talking. So Arlington, other than that, Arlington, we have another big special guest tomorrow.
Yeah, so I've heard.
But we ain't going to say it. We ain't going to say who it is. Just tune in later to the page. You'll see it. Arlington, other than that, do we got anything else we want to talk about? Continental Football League, other than it's kicking off May 30th?
Did we never announce it on the show, did we?
That we're going to be at the San Antonio and Syndicate game doing a live broadcast?
We'll be there.
We will be there. We are making the drive down. So if you want to come see us and you're in that area, come down and spend some time with me and Arlington while we do a live broadcast. And you never know. We might even do a joint broadcast with some other people down there. Who knows? You never know. Anything else, Arlington?
Nope. Just seeing my little friend down here.
I do. All right, Arlington. You enjoy the rest of your day. This is the X-Fan Show. We will see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye. Oh,